friends, Chris here, CaribbeanPot.com. Today I am in downtown Toronto with my partner Taya, and I just came across all these tomatoes here, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to pick some up and show you guys how to do a salsa, but with a wicked Caribbean twist. My people from Trinidad and Tobago, you will recognize some elements of bean tomatoes choca. But boy oh boy, you're going to love this one. Now I would like to be making this outside on an open flame on a grill, but I'm just going to show you guys how easy it is to do inside, especially during the winter months if you live in North America. And I have here my grill pan, a heavy cast iron pan with a little bit of vegetable oil on there, a medium high heat, and I'm grilling up 3 scallions and a green scotch bonnet pepper to start off with. After a couple of minutes, we're just going to remove these scallions. They develop some nice little char marks, and they've sweetened up with that sort of fire that we introduced it to. And if you know anything about making tomatoes choca, or tomatoes choca as we call it down in Trinidad and Tobago, the next step is some tomatoes. I've got 3 beautiful Roma tomatoes, and we want to grill these all the way around till they're fully cooked all the way through. As the tomato roasts away on that cast iron pan there, I have here my molten pestle, and I'm just gonna give a rough chop to 3 cloves of garlic. It may seem like a lot of garlic, but a good salsa or a good tomatoes choca always have proper amount of garlic. In goes some sea salt. That's just gonna help to work as an abrasion. And I have here, ooh, you went flying on me, the charred scotch bonnet pepper. I'm just going to cut about half of this. It's totally up to you how much you use, if you choose to use any at all, because I know some of you, your salsa will be pretty tame. We like it hot. So I'm just going to cut, so being friendly with me. Anyways, I'm going to cut a piece of that. It's been difficult. As you can see, I was the master of that pepper. I was able to cut it. And all we're going to do now is pretty much crush that. And be mindful, when I first start off, I usually put my hand around it to form a sort of a seal so it doesn't jump back into my eyes. But remember, if you're handling scotch bonnet peppers, they can be very deadly. So wear gloves and wash your hands with soap and water after. All you want to do is pound that until you get a sort of a smooth, or sort of a chunky smooth paste. The tomatoes that we're roasting will form the sort of sauce or the body of the salsa, and we still need a bit of texture to it. And this is what I have here, a variety of these little cherry tomatoes. And what I'm going to do is take this just going to cut the tops off pretty much. And I'm going to chop these up into small pieces. And that's going to add that sort of chunky element to it. And I know some of you are thinking, Chris, salsa, that's more of a Mexican thing, man. Well, consider this. In the Caribbean, we have Cuba, Dominican Republic, as well as Puerto Rico, which can be considered just as Hispanic, or even more Hispanic, because we big like that, you know, than Mexico. In the bowl here, I have all those chopped up tomato. And you can use any sort of tomato you want. Just a couple big ones would be fine. The grilled scallion, I chopped it up into small pieces. I'm just going to go in, and it's a nice big bowl because we need to mix everything together pretty soon. I'm going to go in with some fresh lemon juice in there. I have here a nice big pile of cilantro. Now if you're in the Southern Caribbean and you cannot get cilantro or coriander, you can use what we call shadow benny or culantro. In with that lovely lemon juice. That's going to really brighten everything up together. Just going to give that a quick toss, because you really want to mix all those ingredients together. I'm going to go in with some fresh ground black pepper. And remember, we have that lovely scotch bonnet garlic, crushed up niceness in the molten pestle here, so that's going to go in. Try and scrape everything out. And next up, what we're going to start doing is the roasted tomato. We're going to bring it in here and crush that into a paste. as those tomatoes roast away, they're gonna get so nice and sweet and juicy. They're almost there, guys. It took about 20-25 minutes or so, but on an open flame they will be a lot quicker. Just grab one of these roasted tomatoes. And you want to be very careful again because there's liquid in there and it's going to be hot. So all you want to do is be gentle and crush those into a nice smooth paste as best as you can. Once you're satisfied with the consistency of it, all you would do is then pour that into the bowl with everything else and work the other 2 tomatoes. Here's where you're going to taste it for salt, because I mean, it's depending on the tomato you use, it may require a bit more salt. And it's got to love all that texture and color, and it's smelling nice in here, you know. Couple more ingredients: a splash of olive oil. And as a kid, when Mom would make tomatoes choker for us for breakfast, and one of the things I love to have it with my hot roti, avocado. So I've got here some diced avocado. Yep, everything is going into the same bowl. Avocado, salsa, everything. And here's where you want to try and be a bit gentle and just fold it all together and bring it together, boy. Chris here, CaribbeanPot.com. Always a pleasure to have you guys here in the kitchen with me. If you would like to request a recipe, remember to hit me up on Twitter @Obzucky. Do tell your friends all the good things we're doing here on YouTube, on CaribbeanPot.com. You can find us on Facebook, on Instagram. We all over the place. Give it a try, guys. You're gonna love this Caribbean take on salsa. Trust me.